So you want to get better at chess, but you're stuck, struggling to make progress. So in this video, I'm going to break down the simple 3-step thinking system that I used to gain 133 rating points in just the past week and reach my peak of 2,600. And this is something that almost nobody talks about. Everyone online bombards you with a zillion random chess tips or tells you to memorize 20 different openings, but all that does is leave you confused and overwhelmed. What you need is a simplified strategy so that you know exactly what to focus on to win. And that's what this system will do for you. It works at all levels and will make chess feel easy. I call it the BAD strategy. And to demonstrate it, we're going to go through a recent instructive game of mine. The game starts with me playing the Scotch Gambit. The specific opening isn't the important thing here, though. The main thing you'll notice is how both of us follow the 3 key opening principles: controlling the center, developing pieces, and castling early. Now here my opponent plays knight e5, and this is where the first step comes in. B stands for blunder prevention. When your opponent makes a move, you must always ask, what is their threat? What are they trying to do? In this case, they are attacking my bishop. So I just retreat. A common beginner mistake is to go on autopilot in the opening, playing your memorized theory or just your usual setup. But this leads to blunders because you're not paying attention to your opponent's moves. The deciding factor in games is usually a blunder, so going through this step, every move, is crucial. Next, we both continue development and castle. And here, I see an opportunity to use step 2 of the BAD framework, A for attack. The rule here is to attack whenever it makes sense. So I play f4, attacking his knight and taking more control of key central squares. In chess, it's way better to be on the attacking side than the defender. When you keep attacking your opponent, you give them no rest and they are more likely to blunder. You create more chances for tactics. Plus, attacking is just more fun. That being said, sometimes it doesn't make sense to attack. If you don't see a good attacking opportunity, then your next top priority should be to develop. This could be developing pieces, or it could be just making small improvements to your position. So that's the BAD system. It's actually super simple. And it's only 3 steps, which makes it easy to remember. The most important thing is blunder prevention. And then all you have to do is ask yourself, attack or develop. This one trick will help you find better moves without getting overwhelmed in any phase of the game. But it's not enough to just know what these steps are. The hard part is how to execute them correctly in your games. So let's dive deeper into it. First, you have to really make sure you go through this process every single move, because all it takes is one blunder to lose the game. For example, here, queen b6 looks like just a normal developing move, but there's actually a hidden threat. So you ask yourself, what is he trying to do? And then you'll see that his queen is lined up with our king, and he wants to play c4 with a discovered check to win the bishop. So in response, I move my king out of the way and then continue development. Now in this middle game, my king is safe and all my pieces are fairly active. And this is where a lot of players get stuck. What the hell do you do now? The rest of the game will show you. We're still going to use the same checklist. So first, we want to make sure we don't blunder this pawn. I played knight d5 in the game, but a better move was knight g5 instead. This is called a multi-purpose move because it actually accomplishes all 3 things in the BAD framework at the same time. It defends our pawn, attacks their pawn, and develops a piece to a better square, all in one move. Multi-purpose moves are extremely powerful, so keep an eye out for them. Okay, so the game goes on. At this point, I'm feeling pretty good about my position, but the material is still equal, and I need a way to break through. When attacking, a crucial skill you need is knowing how to identify your opponent's weaknesses. Otherwise, you just won't know what to attack. In this position, black has 2 main weaknesses, which are the isolated pawns on the queen side. So I bring my queen over to that side, adding pressure on this diagonal as well. The engine does say this was a mistake, but it seemed like a good move to me. This is a side point, but the computer will often be super critical of your moves, and sometimes you can just ignore it because it's seeing something that no human would ever see. Anyway, here my opponent decided to blunder his pawn, so I just take, and now I'm completely winning. So of course, I had to throw it away with another mistake. This move was trying to be too fancy with the pin. Instead, I should have just kept it simple and taken another free pawn. Okay, so now we traded into a rook endgame, where I'm a pawn up, but I only had 19 seconds to win, and my opponent had over a minute, so I'm playing by mostly instinct here. But the BAD framework still applies to the endgame as well. I'm trying not to blunder my rooks while trying to attack his weak pawns. D for develop still works, and it's especially important to develop your king too in the endgame. So I finally managed to win some pawns here, which means I now have 2 connected passed pawns on the king side. My plan to win this endgame is super simple. Just push those passers. It takes a while because I have to make sure my king is shielded from checks, but I slowly advance the pawns, promote them, and eventually got the checkmate with 0.2 seconds left on the clock. So, key takeaways from this video. You need to go through the bad framework in your mind every single move. By following this system, I was able to play 73 moves without a single blunder. It wasn't a perfect game at all, but because I did the important things right, I got the win against a 2,300 rated opponent. That's what this system is for. You're not going to be playing perfect 100% accuracy games, but you don't need to. This system helps you keep blunders to a minimum, attack whenever you get the chance, and constantly be improving your position every move. Instead of just playing mindless hope chess like most players do, you'll be playing with purpose, and that's how you win. Now, if you want to fast track your progress, I built a community that helps players win more games with all my frameworks and skyrocket their rating. Click the link in the description or go to school.com/chess and come join over 200 students improving together inside Chess Master Accelerate.